we have our how-to speeches that we've been working on. Hopefully you have a folder somewhere inside of your folder titled with your name that has all the slides. They should be saved just like this as a picture, but if you have your pictures done, which I believe you all do, it's into GarageBand. Cancel. Okay, go to Voice, choose, and doesn't matter what you title it, how to your name, create. Select anything else. You need to go to track, new track, and you're a real boy, right? I'm a real boy. So click on real instrument, then create. Make sure your metronome is off so it doesn't have the tick, 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 tick going constantly. That's a little blue thing down here by my mouse. And you can start recording. I would click on the side over here by this little wood-looking bar, so you get the double arrows just like that. Click, drag it over a little bit, and then up on this gray bar you can click and drag this over. That way you can split the screen, and then you're going to want to open up your PowerPoint. Now, so you'll have your PowerPoint to open that you'll just go find that's in your folder. Back here in GarageBand, click the record button, and How to Blah by Mr. Anand. First, blah. Then, blah. Finally, blah. Make sure you talk nice and clearly, nice and slowly. Go ahead and close out a PowerPoint. I don't need to save my changes. And I need to turn off my GarageBand recording. And I'm going to blow this back up. Click on the little wood, slide it over, 2 fingers, bow. Gets me back and forth. And I can go back and I can listen to it. I can play it. And How to Blah by. Okay, sounds lovely, just the way I want it. So I'm going to go to Share, Send Song to iTunes. Name this something I can remember. And hit Share. And it's going to send it to iTunes. And quit out of GarageBand. How to Blah by Mr. Anand. Okay, goodbye iTunes. First. Okay, I should have my How to Blah stuff right here, my slides. I should also have my audio in iTunes. So now I'm ready for iMovie. Hopefully you guys are all to this point by now, and I think you guys are already that far, but just in case you're not, if you don't have an iMovie project, go to New Movie. You can preview these, see which one that you would like to use. Click the play button, and I want this one. That's perfect. Hit Create. How to Blah by Mr. Anand. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is find my How to Blah folder, select all by hitting Command A for all, or click on the bottom and drag up. Click on the slide, drag it down. Now I have all of my slides in order. Then I need to go find my sound. Let's go down to iTunes. And How to Your Name. And How to Blah. Alright, there it is. So I got lucky just by clicking on iTunes. It's right there. You may have to look for it a little bit more. It may not be here right away, but it should. So I'm going to find How to Your Name, and I'm just going to click and drag that in, set at the beginning. Now it's not going to be lined up. So this is where I think you actually should be today before you start. And How to Blah. Okay, I don't want that beginning part, so I'm going to click here. How to. Yep, that's where I want to start. So I'm going to move my cursor to right there, click, and I'm going to go up to Modify, Split Clip, click on the part I don't want, hit Delete, click on the whole thing, slide it over. How to Blah by Mr. Anand. Okay, now that needs to be slid over a little bit more, and it's going to take a little time to figure this out. How to Blah by Mr. Anand. First, blah. Okay, now this is too long, so I will click on this right now. It says it's 3 seconds. If I go up to Adjust and then Crop, nope, not crop, just kidding. Go to Info. It says it's 3 seconds. I only want it to be a 1 second. I hit 1 and then Enter, and it shortened it up. You see how this moved? So hopefully I can get these to line up, and it's going to take some guessing and testing. By Mr. Anand. First, and actually, this and this are the exact same, so I'm just going to click on this and hit Delete and get rid of it. First, that's lined up pretty well. I'm happy with that. Blah. Then, blah. Okay, this is a little bit too long, so I'm going to click on it, again under adjust, and then under the I for info, it says it's 3.5 seconds. I think 3 would be nice. I'm going to hit delete and enter. Shorten it up a little bit. That should be a little better timing.
Then blah. Finally.
Okay, then is way too long here, so I need to end about here. That's about 2/3 the way to 3, so I'm going to click on it. Again, adjust, I for info, and I'm going to make it 2, and then hit enter. Shortens it up. We'll check it and see if it's timed out well.
Finally, blah. Make sure you talk nice and clearly, nice and slowly. Go ahead and close out a PowerPoint. I don't need to save my changes.
Okay, so after all this is lined up, the last thing that you can do is going to be add in some music for this. So under sound effects, we can go through and we can find stuff. That's lovely, just what I always wanted. So I'm going to click on whatever that was. The time tells you how long it is. It looks like mine is about, what, 17 seconds? So we can do 22 seconds, it'd be about right. Click on it and drag it in. I'm going to drag it all the way down to the bottom. The good thing about dragging this in is 22 seconds, as long as it's longer than the rest of my video, this stuff down here, it'll automatically shrink or automatically grow to fit. So what I have, Mr. First. Okay, that's awesome. Problem is I can't hear myself well enough. So I need to go in down here, down at the bottom, and when I click on it, there's this black line going all the way across right here in the center. When I get my mouse right over top of it, I have 2 arrows up and down. That's my volume. Click and drag it down a little bit. I'm going to go all the way down to 20%, and we'll see how that sounds. To Blah by Mr. Anand. First, sounds pretty good. When you get all of your timing just perfectly, so your voice goes in time with the slide, after you get a song brought in from the sound effects, and it's timed out, and your volume's about right. First, I can hear myself pretty well there. It's not too loud. When you're done with all of that, make sure these titles are correct. You can double click on them, and then you can just edit them. How to Blah by Mr. Anand. Well, that's what I wanted to say. After everything's set the way you want it to be set, we're going to go up to Share, and we're going to share it as a file. How to Blah by Mr. Anand, that's what I want it to be called. 720p, that's high def, that's delightful. Then just hit next, and then hit save. There's a little blue circle up here in the top of the screen. It looks like a little piece of pie. By the time it gets all the way around, it's showing that it is complete and it's done. When it's complete and it's done, it'll pop up like this, close, and you can watch your amazing video by Mr. Anand. First, alright, when I get back I'll have you guys hand them in, but for today, hopefully that keeps you occupied and off your substitutes back for a little while. Here's my How to Blah right here, so that should get you through today.